Hey, IOStax here. Today I wanted to record a VOD because I still need to do my placements. So I played a game and I figured it would be a good idea to look at the VOD and kind of analyze it. Because a lot of people were wondering, how I go about VOD reviews, especially when I do them on my own and I don't give them to someone else. So I hope that this will help you out. One thing you should focus on is how little I talk about mechanical misplays and how little of a difference they would make. Starting things off, I want to get in a good position. Now our team comp is actually really good, so I don't need to change anything there. I mean, we have a D.Va, I am Soldier. I would have preferred to play McCree, but sadly I can't because of the way the meta works at the moment. And Symmetra is also really strong after her rework. So basically what I need to do this game is I need to make sure that we hold the first point long enough so that Symmetra can get her little shield thingy. Right here I'm just trying to get into position. I wanted to get on the roof in the middle at first, but then I realized that's kind of stupid because I'm exposed. Then I'm over here, which is also kind of stupid because I can't really do anything from back here. The truck is covering, so I'm eventually dropping down. I mean, we have a Reinhardt shield and a D.Va defense matrix, so there's nothing really that I need to be afraid of. Also, the fact that they have a Reinhardt and a D.Va is a little annoying for me. But all I want to do is just to get the Reinhardt shield down, because as long as the Reinhardt shield is down, they can't really push in. So I can see, look there, the Reinhardt shield is almost down, and as soon as the Reinhardt shield goes away, because our Reinhardt charged him, we can just kill him. For some reason, the enemy Roadhog overextends as well, so he's dead too. And Soldier was out of position as well, because he was in the back. So 2 enemies are dead. The Soldier can't really do anything, he's probably going to suicide. And I'm positioning myself a little bit more aggressive right there, because I know that the enemies won't be able to push in, but as soon as I see the Reinhardt coming back in, I kind of go into the building. Oh, and by the way, there you saw the Soldier die, which was a pretty big delay, which bought us a lot of time. Now, because the Reinhardt is pushing in and I don't really have the support by my team, I'm getting behind this weightlifter, or whatever you call it. Over here, as soon as I see that they are going in even further, I reposition myself up here, and I can actually deal a lot of damage here. I see that the Reinhardt is pushing in below, but there's not really much I can do, so I shift my attention over to the D.Va, but, she dies as well. So far this is really easy. Also, the Symmetra has her little shield thingy as well, so I'm, going straight over there to get myself some shields. Right here, I needed to be careful, because we had a lot of ultimates, and I know that if I use my ultimate too late, we're going to lose the point, but if I use it too early, then I may have wasted it, and it would have been better if I saved it. Now again, the enemies are super offensive, which allowed Zenyatta to get the pick on the Reinhardt. Right here, I probably should have played a bit more offensively, which I don't, but I think the reason I did that was because I was afraid of the Roadhog, but I really shouldn't have been, because there's Reinhardt shield. So Roadhog is almost dead, the D.Va gets another pick, and now, I can probably go a bit more aggressive. Okay, never mind, I decide to go fall back. Yeah, we get the pick on the D.Va as well. This was really good. I saw that the D.Va got hooked in, which means that Roadhog can't really do anything as long as he's in the lock animation, so I can just get free ult charge on him. The problem obviously is that I have my ultimate already, so it's about time to use it. I know that Soldier is behind me, that's why I kind of strafe alongside the wall, and then as soon as I'm finished with the people knocked down by Reinhardt ulti, I turn around and kill him. So now we got the pick advantage, which means that we push in and we, try to get even more out of it. This is also why I'm playing kind of aggressive here, this position is really aggressive. But eventually we just realize, okay, we can't really kill the D.Va, she's too tanky, and Reinhardt is about to come, which is where we fall back a bit. And I do the same thing, I try to get the Reinhardt shield down, and hope that our team can get a pick. Because, this is how the game worked so far. I tried to dodge the fire strike as to not give him ult charge. The D.Va ultimate didn't really do anything. And again, look, our Reinhardt actually got a pick, which means that I can go a bit aggressive. Now, Reinhardt is obviously dead, he charged our ulting Zenyatta. I'm trying to walk towards the health pack behind me, and I actually got it, which means that, my risks of dying against D.Va were pretty low. Here I'm trying to kill her, but I see that this nano-boosted Soldier over there is ulting, so I decide to fall back and wait a bit. Now, I don't really have my ultimate, and the enemies are pushing in quite hard, so I try to get it. I land some nice shots down there, this position is really great, because I'm way at the top. Now it's a pity that I didn't get the soldier. If I, aimed a little better, maybe I would have dropped down, then I could have gotten him. And the ultimate I used here, I had to use it because we would have lost the point anyways. But I got nano boosted by the Ana. But however, I didn't have my ultimate. So they do eventually get the point because, as I said earlier, the Reinhardt and the D.Va are a big problem. So I couldn't really flee because D.Va was chasing me anyways. Right here, actually see our D.Va is getting a pick. So I try to go in. Maybe we can win a fight and retake it. I sadly give the Reinhardt some more ult charge, which, gave him his ultimate. And, there's really nothing I can do there. There's the Reinhardt shield, there's the D.Va shield, I try to get a little bit more ult charge, that's why I'm standing here, and I have the protection from the Reinhardt shield, but I eventually just fall back, because, again, if I die, then they can just snowball. Now, I have time to reposition, so I'm probably going to take high ground right now. Yeah, there we go. Personally, on Korean Soldier, I like this high ground on the top left, because I can't really get dove very easily, especially now that D.Va's out of her mech. I preemptively throw down my healing field so that I can peek a bit more aggressively. I probably could have delayed it a bit, but I wanted to have my full attention on shooting. Again, D.Va is making my life hell, but eventually I can see how the soldier is out of his vision, and I could kill him. Now, D.Va eventually dove me, but that doesn't matter at all, because soldier is dead, so they don't have their damage potential. So it may look like we are losing the fight right now, but I'm quite certain that they can't get the point, because soldier is dead. So, we just go in. I don't even think they can get a tick. Right here I see that I can just finish the enemy, so I put down my healing field and use my ultimate. I first focused on the soldier because he's the biggest threat, and then I try to finish the rest. I do eventually get rotor-cooked because he came out the corner, but it was still a pretty good play because I saw that we had the pick advantage. I saw that we could get a few more kills, so I immediately ulted, and I saw that the soldier was the biggest threat, so I focused him first. If I had focused the Ana first, then soldier with his ultimate would have just killed me, even though my healing field was down. Also, a thing that you should know about soldier is that you can actually animation cancel your biotic field with your ultimate, which is really good. Again, I'm on this top left position. I just try to get this Reinhardt shield down. I keep my biotic field for when the D.Va dives me, and I, just fall back. I try to get some more ultimate charge, but I know that she's dangerous. This was kind of bad by me, but I didn't really have a choice because I got her right to the shield generator, which means that our shield generator is probably going to die in a minute. Which is really, really bad. Here I tried to prevent it because I knew what I was doing, but that's a really big mistake. Next time, instead of going right there, I should have probably went into spawn. I still not show her where our shield is. But I do eventually punish her, I get her out of mech. I know that there's no danger for me because my team killed the rest of them. And I'm also pretty close to my ultimate. I think our D.Va has her ultimate as well. I share that with the team. And again, I'm trying to reset to the left position. I'm actually in the middle back here. The reason why I did that was so that I could pressure the enemy soldier a little bit. But I quickly started to realize that I'm kind of useless here, so I think, yeah, I'm going back to the left side. I also have my ultimate, so I'm preparing for it by destroying the Reinhardt shield and looking if I can get a pick, which I eventually do. So now the enemies, they can't even win the fight because their soldier is dead. Rotocook got whiffed. All I need to do is, survive this D.Va, which I hopefully do thanks to the nade. Now I was a little bit too offensive there because I was afraid of the Reinhardt ulting me, so I fall back a little bit, which probably was bad because I'm not really doing anything here. I'm just destroying the Reinhardt shield. I should have went to high ground sooner to get into a better position. Now, I know that my team won't die immediately, so I'm trying to get into a position for my ultimate, which I do. So there I did the animation cancel with my biotic field. I did the mistake of dropping down from my biotic field. I probably should have just stayed up there. And I obviously made the game sense mistake of not knowing that the D.Va was about to ult. But then again, only 40 seconds left. I mean, I did my part because I killed the soldier multiple times. I think Symmetra was about to throw down another one of these shield thingies. And now I know it's about the 20-second mark. And I know that at 20 seconds, if we get a kill, the enemies can't really come back from that. So soldier is ulting. I'm probably going to die here because he's super ham. But that doesn't actually matter because he traded kills and he used his ultimate. So all I can do now is stall it. Sadly, our Reinhardt with his ultimate, but that's not too bad. So I switched to Winston because I know that, it won't be really a good idea. So now what I want to do is, I don't even want to get any kills. All I want to do is just stall them a bit. I see that I can get a pick on the Lucio, and I'm probably going to die for it, but there we go. I'm going to spawn in 10 seconds, and Lucio is out of the fight, basically, unless they can keep up over time. I also took away their sustain, so I know that my team can take care of them. You know, soldiers coming back, I'm about to come back. All I want to do right now is just stall them. The fact that they don't have the Lucio means that they don't have any sustain, and we're just slowly swindling them down. I talked about this in the 2CP video on how retarded that is, because the enemies clearly won the fight at first, but we just respawn way too fast. Okay, so now we are on the attacking side. I need to go with the meta again, so I need to play Soldier, which I'm a little saddened about. I just want to play McCree. But whatever, we'll just do the same thing that we did on defense, because I expect them to run D.Va and Reinhardt again. So all I need to do is get the Reinhardt shield down. I see that we have a kind of dive comp with the Winston. I think we have a D.Va too, yeah. So they probably want to go super aggro, so I need to be prepared for that. Intuitively, I would have said that we should wait for the nano boost, but to be honest, with a comp that's so dive heavy and we have the pick potential with Zenyatta's Discord Orb, I don't know if they're pre-made, but they probably are. I just know that we don't even need to wait. We can just get the first point really quickly, so this is the plan right here. Also, I need to see that I don't do the same mistake again that I did on defense, which was, you know, take too long to reposition. And before I ult, I not only need to take care of the Reinhardt shield, but also, you know, my own positioning. Now, there we go. You know, Winston is going in super aggressive. I see the defense matrix, I see the Reinhardt shield, so I'm being a little bit offensive, but I try to stay out of range of the rotor cook to the right. Now, I tried to get a pick on the Soldier because Reinhardt was abandoning him, but that didn't work out. But right here, you know, we got the pick. I can just be as aggressive as I want. I see the Rotok shooting from the left, so I try to stay behind the wall so that he can't hook me. But right now, we got enough picks, man. Like, I'm just running straight towards the point. You know, we can just pick them off. This fight was won as soon as we got the first pick and as soon as Rotok was out of position. Because Rotok couldn't hook me through his wall. I could just, like, strafe along it. I could just spam down the choke. We probably could have won it a bit cleaner if I managed to kill Soldier at the start, but it doesn't really matter. Now this attack is a little bit funky, and this is kind of where most of my mistakes start to happen. I try to go for the high ground immediately, which is the correct play, because it's a really good position. And I try not to get hooked by the Rotok. You know, I'm just trying to get my ultimate because we kind of want to snowball this, and I see that I almost have my ultimate. So all I'm trying to do right now is not die and get my ultimate. I kind of whiffed the jump there, but my team is doing a lot of work. You know, I almost have my ultimate, but even if I would get it now, I wouldn't want to use it because there's not really much I could use it on. Right there, I probably shouldn't have backed off. I should have just taken the fight against the Soldier, because that is going to bite me in the butt later on. And here's the first mistake. I use my ultimate. Now, this ultimate may seem okay at first. I mean, I got the, you know, Reinhardt, I almost got the D.Va, but it wasn't really enough. Instead, I should have, you know, either ulted now to counter the enemy Soldier ultimate, because he's doing so much at the moment. I probably should have killed Ana earlier, so that she couldn't have nano boosted the Soldier right now. And both of those things would have prevented my death. And dying right there was really, really bad. Another thing that I probably should have done was, as soon as I saw the Soldier ulting, I should have just run around the corner and tried to survive that fight. But yeah, I whiffed my ultimate, so now I need to soak that up and, you know, get another ultimate. Because as long as I don't have my ultimate, I know that we can't really win a fight, because I'm the primary damage potential of our team. So I'm trying to continue, like, I'll just keep shooting at the Reinhardt shield, like, that's my job. I am really good at it, I deal a lot of damage at it, so that's what I'm doing. My main priority is just to not die and to get my ultimate. That's why I'm kind of playing a bit defensive, you know, I'm trying to stay out of Rotok's range and everything, and I'm trying to shoot at secure targets. I'm trying to enable my team right now. Once I have my own ultimate, I can start to make plays. Now, sadly, I couldn't help the charged target by the enemy Reinhardt, and here's the second mistake. The enemy Reinhardt was ulted, and I didn't know whether or not the enemy Reinhardt shield was down. These are really, really bad things for my ultimate, so that's why this ultimate wasn't very successful. Instead, I should have just waited to make sure that, you know, everything was set up, that I was sure that the enemy Reinhardt shield was down. So I try to fall back, you know, I'm trying not to die. I look at my ultimates. I see that the Ana has a nano boost. If I hadn't ulted earlier, then maybe we could have comboed that. Also, I whiffed my rockets there, which isn't that good, but that mechanical misplay doesn't really make a difference. Now, I should have died right there because I ran right into the rotor cook, but he didn't land it. And I'm continuously trying to stay as far away from the enemies as possible and as I need to. Now, this is kind of a big mistake. I didn't get the soldier and the Anna, which led to the soldier surviving, which caused him to get 2 kills. And he was probably pocketed by the Anna. If I had managed to kill both of them, then we could have just taken the point right there. They get a little bit greedy, especially the soldier. He thought that he had the pick advantage, which he had, but it wasn't really good enough. So he died there. I completely wasted my ultimate. That was really retarded. It was kind of instinctive because I knew, oh, okay, the enemy soldier is dead. And in this game, if I see that the enemy soldier is dead, that's kind of a sign for me to engage. And me dying there is actually really bad. I see that the Ana is killing someone. If I were there with my ultimate, then we probably could have taken the point. So again, you know, I wasted my ultimate. I didn't really do anything. I didn't have good setup. So now I need to recharge it again. And while I'm recharging my ultimate so often, I'm just, you know, feeding the enemy supports ultimate charge, and they have an Ana, and that nano boost is really, really bad. Sadly, the D.Va blocked my shots against the Roadhog, because if I had gotten that pick on the Roadhog, then we could have just engaged them, thanks to the pick advantage. But we're just losing a lot of time, and the primary reason for that is just because I whiff my ultimates. So it's kind of this rhythm in the game so far. I'm just trying to get my ultimate and then not to fail it. I prepare for it, and you know, it's hopefully successful. Now Winston is diving in, which is good because it allows us to engage, and I see that I almost have my ultimate. So right now all I want to do is survive. I saw that the Roadhog was to the left, so I tried to stay like away from him, and I also tried to stay on the point. And I didn't really need my ultimate anyway, so I kind of got carried by my team in a sense. But yeah, so in general, what I saw from the beginning of the attack side was that the enemies had a Roadhog. So whenever I position myself, I need to be aware of the Roadhog hook. Regarding my ultimate in this game, the enemies had a D.Va and a Reinhardt, so I need to make sure that the Reinhardt shield is down and preferably the D.Va out of mech. And I need to make sure that my target prioritization is on point. So, you know, for instance, the enemy Ana needed to die, the enemy soldier needs to die. What I did good that game was I realized situations where we had an advantage, and you know, we could capitalize on that. And you could see that very well on the defense, where we saw how the enemies were kind of getting picked off, and we just went all in aggressive. We tried to get as many kills out of that. So, you know, I hope you could like get a little glimpse into how I look at my VODs, and you know, find out what I'm doing wrong or not. In my opinion, VOD reviewing is still one of the best things you can do to your, you know, overall skill as a player and your climb amongst the ladder. So I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Stux, and I'd like to thank you for learning.